And welcome to the Gamescast. Welcome to a slightly different video actually. I'm playing a game called Areofly RC7. So basically this is a remote control, it's a remote control flight game. Basically that is what it is, it's a remote control flight game. Anyway, I'm just gonna sort of review it and play it. Anyway, I hope my FPS holds up well. You can see down here got my FPS. Hopefully when you take off it will get better than 24. Anyway, let's take off. We're gonna go full throttle. Oh my god. Now it is turning slightly. Maybe that's just... I'm just gonna piss around a bit. I'm actually using my joystick. So you can use three types of controls. You can use your joystick, your controller, Xbox 360 controller, or, which is really cool, they give you a special remote control thing. Yeah, so they give you a remote controlled, I don't know what a remote control for aircrafts. But I don't actually know what it's called. But anyway, yeah, currently this is the plane I am in. It is... oh god, I forgot what it's called. All these planes though, they are real planes, or real remote control planes. You can get some real ones, like I think you can get an A320, which is very cool. Airbus, of course, that is. A 747 I think you can get. You can get a 737, I believe. I'm not sure what model, they don't go that specific, like 800 or whatever. It doesn't really matter though. So yeah, this is what it is. It's a flight simulator remote control game. As I was going to say, flight simulator. Let's try and land this. Now I'll show you guys some of the features. And it does handle... I've never had, well, I have had a remote control plane. And it wasn't very good. I didn't actually like using it. But I have had remote control helicopters and stuff, which are very difficult to control, I found. Maybe you guys have found it much easier. Anyway, let's land this. Got no flaps or anything on this. Oh, got to be careful, because amazingly, I didn't break it. Oh, I obviously did. But let me just show you guys what happens if you crash it. So this is just a very small plane. So look at this. That is cool. That is very cool. I like that. So let's get a new aircraft. So you can see all these. I've actually got an ultimate edition, guys. So if you're wondering how have you got these many aircrafts and you've already got the game, this is actually the ultimate edition. It is very expensive. Is it worth buying? Depends how much you like your simulation games. I love flight simulator games, so for me it is, but for you it may very well not be. It's about £100 or something stupid like that. So I got this on Steam. It's been recently released. You can get the base model of this game, and that gives you 20 planes? No, that gives you something like 50 planes and 5 maps. Don't quote me on that, guys, but it's something like 50 planes and 5 maps. Or maybe it gives you 20. Honestly, I can't really remember. But anyway, that's just a bit of insight. Anyway, as you can see, B-17, B-17 bomber, of course, World War II plane, as you can see here. So that's a real plane, so it gives you a scale model. For planes that are remote control ones, it doesn't give you a scale. It gives you how long it is, but it doesn't give you an actual scale. I'm gonna try a real. Actually, no, there you go. Yeah, so I believe it is 50 planes. It gives you. I've got all the models here, because I was on the airplane thing. Anyway, you can see it. Oh, it is actually quite specific. Actually, it's got the A320-200. That's quite cool. But it's got the A380 as well. Anyway, I'm gonna stop messing about. Let's find a nice plane. So let's go for a jet. I love jets. MiG-29. This is, I believe it's Japanese. Yeah, MiGs are Japanese. I hope I am right about that. That'd be very embarrassing because I do like these aircraft. Gosh, it is very loud. I'm just going to turn it down for you guys, so hopefully it's not as loud. Right, let's take off. You can see I can put in the landing gear. There's flaps as well. I can change, so of course it goes slower. I've got all the sort of dials and stuff on the right hand side. I've got these cool dials here. Wow, this is fast. I go 300 kilometers an hour, which is about 200-ish. I don't want people to go, no, it's 297.4 miles an hour, you donkey. And I don't know if it's 297.4 miles an hour. I'm just saying that, you know, I don't want people in the comments go, oh my god, it's like you're 2 miles an hour out. I did say about 200 miles an hour. Anyway, that's not the point. But this is a very fast plane. Now, I believe in kilometers, that is its real speed. That's not necessarily its scale model speed. Does that look 200 miles an hour? I'm not sure. However, I have got my flaps on, so I should be able to go a bit faster now. Let's explore some of the scenery, and I'll tell you a bit more about the game in just a minute. I don't want it to be too long, 20 minutes. I might make this in 2 parts, so a 40-minute video, 20 minutes altogether. So you can see it's like got this sort of a city type thing. This is an island I have. We're gonna have some coffee. So you can do tricks and stuff with these planes. Oh, fag. Wow, I am amazing. Let's try change aircraft. Actually, they're very loud, those ones. The jets are actually very loud, of course. They're powered by jet. True scale, they're quite cool. I'll go into them in a minute, because there's actually something I sort of want to say when it comes to true scale. Let's have a real life... Oh, Spitfire. Now, this is for me, one of the best planes ever created. It is one of the most amazing World War II bits of machinery. Of course, this was made especially for World War II. Apparently it allows a top speed of 656 kilometers an hour at 25,000 feet. Actually, which does sound about right, because the higher you go, it's quite hard to explain. The higher you go, the faster you're going. Let's just take off. Ooh. And I'm just going to check my control settings very quickly, because it does feel a controller. You can see I'm using a T-Flight stick as well. You can use a Xbox 360. Recalibrate. There you go. Come on. So annoying. There you go. Unpause that. Hopefully it won't turn me left. And it still is a little bit, but it's much better. Going to put that in. And of course I have my altitude in meters here. Actually, I honestly don't know whether a feet to meter conversion is. I just know, I think 10,000 feet is roughly, I don't know actually guys, I really have no idea. I was going to say, I think it was roughly about 10,000 meters is roughly 30,000 feet, but I may be completely wrong, so yes. There's smoke as well, so I can turn on smoke if I can run the button. Here you go, that's quite cool. But again, I'll show you a bit more in a minute. Wow, look at that. That is cool. We're going to try and land this. I have got flaps. So I'm trying to remember where the runway is. I think I've got this cool runway radar thing. I think I'm sort of coming up to it now. This is a... what's it called? It's called something landing assist, but it does nothing to assist you with a landing. So I have no idea what what that is for. Anyway, we are coming up to the runway, I think. Maybe we're not. If not, we can always just ditch it, put it on the grass. Now, of course, this plane is a real, a real remote control plane. You can get these planes out remote control, so it's not like you can put all these planes are just completely random, because I don't think they are. I think we've just missed a runway. It just does not feel like we went that far. Just fine. We could. God. Maybe there's 2 runways. Maybe that's what it is. We try and do a quick sort of flip thing. I think there is 2 runways. I'm guessing that's what it is. So how does it feel to fly one of these planes? It feels... I've never used a remote control plane, so I really can't tell you how it feels. And I'm using a joystick as well. Normally you get a controller. So I really can't tell you how it feels. It feels realistic, I guess. Other people have said, friends of mine, some called Frugal, he did a video on YouTube a little while, not that long ago actually, about a month ago or so, from when I released this video, maybe 2 months ago. I forgot when he released the video, but yes, I think we are coming up to a runway. He actually did a video on this very simulator. I'm not going to call it a game, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So yeah, and he did a video on this very simulator, and he said it felt incredibly realistic. Right, and I'll go into... oh no, I did tell you about that in a minute. Yeah, at the beginning of the video, I did say, didn't I? Right, we're going to try and land this. It says I'm running at 15 FPS, but I don't think I am. It does feel like I'm running slightly higher. More than 50. Anyway, I'm just gonna... I'll show you why it's called landing assist in a minute. Hopefully it will show up as I try to land. There's no green. Normally you see like some green markers and stuff, which gear down as well. You can see we're going really slow. There you go. You can see the sort of little green dots, and that's basically what glide slope you should be on. We're not going to pay any attention to that, of course. As I never really do pay that much attention to that kind of stuff. Just going to put the throttle up just a touch, lift back on the throttle, cut the engine, and get a very bumpy and not very comfortable landing. And in fact, we've just completely wrecked the plane. Oh dear. Okay, let's try a different scenery as well. Now you'll notice this is a 4D scenery, so that means you can have that view I have just had. So you can have that cool view I've just had, where you just go view the aircraft. However, if you go to this one here, now this is where most of the scenery is. Let's find out what a good scenery is. We wanted something relatively open. I think this one here, California Pines. Oh no, Torrey Pines. Torrey. That sounds strange. But anyway, yeah, Torrey Primes in California, I believe. I don't know. I didn't actually hear. We're going to use a different aircraft as well. Actually, this could be the perfect opportunity. Now, anyone who knows me, better than perhaps most of you, will know that this name here, Sopwith, that is the same name as... that's my surname. And that's because now let me try and remember. It's something like great-great-uncle. No, great-great-granddad once removed or something. he actually built this plane, Thomas Upworth. He actually built this plane. Anyway, this is actually a true scale one. That's what makes this plane particularly special, because you don't get that many true scale planes. Anyway, let's give this a go. Now, I'm hoping I do end up taking off, not just going into the sea. Oh, good God. Oh, wow. I don't know how I'm going to land it. So this is true scale. So you'll notice if I'm careful enough and I get up to views, I only have this view here. And that is my standing view. I can zoom in. Also, I have this binoculars here. That's very useful. Just for guidance, because of this you only really, especially for when you can't see the plane, you know when it's coming towards you. Zoom out just a touch. Oh, ooh. It's gonna break. Hopefully we don't fall off the edge of. Oh, hang on. What does that say? What's oh dear. Yeah, actually, I want to see what it actually says. Doesn't say anything really. Well, it says it's a company name, obviously. Anyway, let's try a slightly different plane, because anyway, that is my favourite plane of all time. Oh, this is the Wright Flyer, of course. The Wright brothers, who made the very first aircraft, flyable aircraft, and I believe they did it by going across the Atlantic. I can't really be bothered to find out information about that. This is obviously this is like a strange plane. That's obviously some strange plane. So oh, these ones here actually float. Oh, that's quite cool. Let's try. Don't have any ones I actually recognise. That looks very cool though. So we will go with this one here. I don't think that's not true scale. No, it's 3 meters long. So let's see if it actually does float. Oh my God. Oh good Christ. Jesus. Oh, let's go right and take it off into the water. Does it reset us? Shit, it does. Okay, that's fine. Oh, now the weird thing is that although these are Google Map images, they are actually real objects in effect. So they are. It's quite weird doing it in reverse. They are real objects. So it's just strange. Like you can crash into the buildings and stuff. I may show some more cool crash stuff in a minute. Anyway, we're gonna try and land this in the water. Immense concentration. Oh! But luckily, that plane floats. Not that that made any difference. Okay, I'll take this mother off. I have a feeling that it's probably going to reset up it. No! Amazingly, it doesn't reset us. I am very surprised about that, actually. Whoa. Jesus. I was trying to land this in the water. I don't need the gear, of course. I'm going to put flaps on. That means it's going to go up into... Wow. There we go. That's quite cool. So, obviously there you saw that... Oh, a cockpit. If I hit 8, it opens the cockpit. And, yeah, you can just see the little door there. So, let's choose a different aircraft now. Not one that floats recently. There's all the ones I've flown in the game. And then, here's all the ones I've never flown. So let's choose one of these ones. Actually, let's choose a helicopter. So yeah, I choose this one here because it's 1, a real one, and 2, it's slightly bigger, so I think it's a little bit easier to fly. You can actually change your thrust statistics. I was like, oh my god, that's really cool. because of course we're on a slight downhill. That's very cool. I can change. I don't know why I'm pressing the brake. I can edit the aircraft and choose max power, and oh my gosh, I haven't actually. This is slightly different because it's a helicopter. I wonder if I can even fly helicopters. I can. Oh my god. Oh good heavens. Oh wow, that is so wow. Oh wow, that is so cool. So button 4. Button, I don't know what any of this. Whoa! Now look at this. So I can stop the aircraft. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Oh no! Oh. Oh, that's quite cool. That's pretty fun actually. That's a lot more fun than I expected. I did not expect it to be that fun. Let's try... What kind of plane would you guys want? I'm going to change the scenery as well. It's actually been 21 minutes, guys. I'm actually going to stop the recording there, and I will be back with a second part. And I hope you've enjoyed this sort of taster video. Anyway, I'll see you guys back in part 2.